a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. David Tennant. David Tennant is a Scottish actor and voice actor. He is best known for his roles as the 10th Doctor in the British television series Doctor Who, Alec Hardy in Broadchurch, Giacomo Casanova in the TV serial Casanova, Kilgrave in Jessica Jones, and Barty Crouch Jr. in the film Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. In addition to his appearances on screen, he has worked as a voice actor and in theatre, including Prince Hamlet in a critically acclaimed 2008 stage production of Hamlet, and as the voice of Scrooge McDuck in the new DuckTales series starting in 2017. In January 2015, Tennant received the National Television Award for special recognition. Early life. Tennant was born David John MacDonald on the 18th of April 1971 in Bathgate, West Lothian, the son of Alexander Sandy MacDonald, a minister who served as the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, and Helen MacLeod. He grew up with his brother Blair and sister Karen in Ralston, Renfrewshire, where his father was the local minister. Tennant is of Northern Irish descent. His maternal great-grandparents, William and Agnes Blair, were staunch Protestants from County Londonderry who were among the signatories of the Ulster Covenant in 1912. William was a member of the Orange Order. Tennant's maternal grandfather, footballer Archie MacLeod, met William and Agnes Dortonelli while playing for Derry City FC. MacLeod was descended from Tennant farmers from the Isle of Mull. At the age of 3, Tennant told his parents that he wanted to become an actor, because he was a fan of Doctor Who, but they tried to encourage him to aim for more conventional work. He watched almost every Doctor Who episode for years, and he spoke to Tom Baker at a book signing event in Glasgow. Tennant says he was absurdly single-minded in pursuing an acting career. Tennant was educated at Ralston Primary and Paisley Grammar School. He acted in school productions throughout primary and secondary school. Tennant's talent at this young age was spotted by Scottish actress Edith MacArthur. After seeing his first performance, at age 11, she told his parents he would become a successful stage actor. Tennant also attended Saturday classes at the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama. At 16, he passed an audition for the Academy, one of their youngest students, and studied there between the ages of 17 and 20, taking his stage name from the Pet Shop Boys frontman Neil Tennant after reading a copy of Smash Hits magazine, because there was another David MacDonald already on the books of the Equity Union. Tennant has stated that he later had to legally change his name to Tennant to meet Screen Actors Guild rules. Early work. Tennant made his professional acting debut while still in secondary school. When he was 16, he acted in an anti-smoking film made by the Glasgow Health Board which aired on television and was also screened in schools. The following year, he played a role in an episode of Dramarama. Tennant's first professional role upon graduating from drama school was in a staging of The Resistible Rise of Arturo Uiko starring Ashley Jensen, one of a few plays in which he performed as part of the Agitprop 784 theatre company. He also made an early television appearance in the Scottish TV sitcom Rabsy Nesbitt as a transsexual barmaid called Davina. In the 1990s, he appeared in several plays at the Dundee Repertory Theatre. Tennant's first major TV role was as the manic-depressive Campbell in the Scottish drama series Taking Over the Asylum. During filming, he met comic actress and writer Arabella Weir. When he moved to London shortly afterwards, he lodged with Weir for 5 years and became godfather to her youngest child. He has subsequently appeared with Weir in many productions, as a guest in her spoof television series Posh Nosh, in the Doctor Who audio drama Exile, and as panelists on the West Wing Ultimate Quiz on More 4. One of his earliest big-screen roles was in Jude, in which he shared a scene with Christopher Eccleston, playing a drunken undergraduate who challenges Eccleston's Jude to prove his intellect. Coincidentally, Eccleston portrayed the incarnation of the Doctor immediately preceding Tennant's. Tennant developed his career in the British theatre, frequently performing with the Royal Shakespeare Company. His first Shakespearean role for the RSC was in As You Like It. Having auditioned for the role of Orlando, the romantic lead, he was instead cast as the jester Touchstone, which he played in his natural Scottish accent. He subsequently specialized in comic roles, playing Antipholus of Syracuse in The Comedy of Errors and Captain Jack Absolute in The Rivals, although he also played the tragic role of Romeo in Romeo and Juliet. Tennant contributed to several audio dramatizations of Shakespeare for the Archangel Shakespeare series. His roles include a reprisal of his Antipholus of Syracuse in The Comedy of Errors, as well as Launcelot Gobbo in The Merchant of Venice, Edgar/Poor Tom in King Lear, and Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet, all of which he performs in his natural accent. In 1995, Tennant appeared at the Royal National Theatre, London, playing the role of Nicholas Beckett in Joe Orton's What the Butler Saw. In television, he appeared in the first episode of Reeves and Mortimer's revamped Randall and Hopkirk in 2000, playing an eccentric artist. This is one of his few TV roles in his native Scottish accent. During the Christmas season of 2002, he starred in a series of television advertisements for Boots the Chemist's. He began to appear on television more prominently in 2004 and 2005, when he appeared in a dramatization of He Knew He Was Right, Blackpool, Casanova, and The Quatermass Experiment. In film, he appeared in Bright Young Things, and later that same year appeared as Barty Crouch Jr. in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Doctor Who, 2005-2010, 2013. Doctor Who returned to British screens in 2005, with Christopher Eccleston playing the role of the Ninth Doctor in the first series. Tennant replaced him as of the second series, making his first, brief appearance as the 10th Doctor in the episode, The Parting of the Ways, at the end of the regeneration scene, and also appeared in a special 7-minute mini-episode shown as part of the 2005 Children in Need appeal, broadcast on the 18th of November 2005. He began filming the new series of Doctor Who in late July 2005. His first full-length outing as the Doctor was a 60-minute special, The Christmas Invasion, first broadcast on Christmas Day 2005. Tennant had been formally offered the role of the Doctor during rehearsals for the Quatermass Experiment, although the casting was not officially announced until later in April. Both castmates and crew became aware of the speculation surrounding Tennant. In the live broadcast, Jason Fleming changed his first line to Tennant's Dr. Briscoe from "Good to have you back, Gordon," to "Good to have you back, Doctor," as a deliberate reference. Tennant has expressed enthusiasm about fulfilling his childhood dream. He remarked in a radio interview, "Who wouldn't want to be the Doctor? I've even got my own TARDIS." In 2006, readers of Doctor Who magazine voted Tennant Best Doctor over perennial favourite Tom Baker. In 2007, Tennant's Doctor was voted the coolest character on UK television in a Radio Times survey. Writer Russell T. Davis made the decision not to use Tennant's own Scottish accent for the character as he did not want the Doctor's accent, touring the regions, using estuary English instead. Tennant has gone on record as saying that, contrary to tabloids' reports, he was not upset at not being able to play the role in his own accent, and in fact had never wanted to. However, he was pleased to be able to use his own accent in one episode, when the Doctor briefly masquerades as Dr. James McCrimmon of Edinburgh in Tooth and Claw, a nod to the second Doctor's companion Jamie McCrimmon. He previously had a small role in the BBC's animated Doctor Who webcast Scream of the Shalka, not originally cast in the production. Tennant was recording a radio play in a neighbouring studio, and when he discovered what was being recorded next door, convinced the director to give him a small role. This personal enthusiasm for the series had also been expressed by his participation in several audio plays based on the Doctor Who television series which had been produced by Big Finish Productions, although he did not play the Doctor in any of these productions. His first such role was in the 7th Doctor audio Colditz, where he played a Nazi lieutenant guard at Colditz Castle. In 2004, Tennant played a lead role in the Big Finish audio play series Dalek Empire 3 as a Galena, a young man who is given an assignment to discover the secrets of the Daleks. In 2005, he starred in Unit, The Wasting for Big Finish, recreating his role of Brimacombe Wood from a Doctor Who Unbound play, Sympathy for the Devil. In both audio productions, he worked alongside Nicholas Courtney, who reprised the character of Sir Alistair Gordon Lethbridge-Stewart. He also played an unnamed Time Lord in another Doctor Who Unbound play, Exile, Unit, The wasting was recorded between Tennant getting the role of the Doctor and it being announced. He played the title role in Big Finish's adaptation of Brian Talbot's The Adventures of Luther Arkwright. In 2006, he recorded abridged audiobooks of The Stone Rose by Jacqueline Rayner, The Feast of the Drowned by Stephen Collin, The Resurrection Casket by Justin Richards, for BBC Worldwide. He made his directorial debut on the Doctor Who Confidential episode that accompanies Stephen Moffat's episode, Blink, entitled Do You Remember the First Time?, which aired on the 9th of June 2007. In 2007, Tennant's 10th Doctor appeared with Peter Davison's 5th Doctor in a Doctor Who special for children in need, written by Stephen Moffat and entitled Time Crash. He later performed alongside Davison's daughter, Georgia Moffat, in the 2008 episode, The Doctor's Daughter. Tennant featured as the Doctor in an animated version of Doctor Who for Totally Doctor Who, The Infinite Quest, which aired on CBBC. He also starred as the Doctor in another animated 6-part Doctor Who series, Dreamland. Tennant guest starred as the Doctor in a 2-part story in Doctor Who spin-off The Sarah Jane Adventures, broadcast in October 2009. He continued to play the 10th Doctor into the revived programme's 4th series in 2008. However, on the 29th of October 2008, he announced that he would be stepping down from the role after 3 full series. He played the Doctor in 4 special episodes in 2009, before his final episode aired on the 1st of January 2010, where he was replaced by the 11th Doctor, portrayed by Matt Smith. The Daily Mirror reported that Tennant was forbidden from attending Doctor Who fan conventions while playing the role, to avoid the chance that he could accidentally let slip any plot points during filming of the series. However, Tennant claimed this was false and that he had never been banned or discouraged from attending conventions. Tennant and Billie Piper returned to Doctor Who for the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor, broadcast on the 23rd of November 2013, with then stars Matt Smith and Jenna Louise Coleman and guest star John Hurt. The same month, he also appeared in the one-off 50th anniversary comedy homage The Five Doctors reboot directed by Peter Davison. In October 2015, Big Finish Productions announced that Tennant would return to the role of the 10th Doctor alongside Catherine Tate as his former companion Donna Noble in 3 new stories from Big Finish. The stories feature current and previous Doctor Who actors, including Strax actor Dan Starkey, former Davros actor Terry Malloy, and many veterans of Big Finish, including Nikki Wardley, who portrayed 8th Doctor companion Tamsin. The 3 stories were released in May 2016. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?